Hi everybody, Marco Carbajo here from businesscreditbuilders.org. Today's video, we are going to talk about how to build business credit in 30 days. Whether you're a startup or existing business, we're going to share with you 3 powerful strategies that you can implement today. And at the end of 30 days, you'll be building up your business credit file with major business credit reporting agencies like Dun & Bradstreet, Experian Commercial, Equifax Business, and Credit Safe. So let's get started. Now it's important to realize what information do you need before you actually start building a credit file for your company. So if you're a brand new startup and you haven't selected a business structure, whether you're want to be an LLC or a corporation, establishing a business structure is important because if you're trying to create that separation between you and your business, you want to incorporate your business. You can be a sole proprietorship and you may have an EIN as a sole proprietor, but remember, your business is tied to you as an individual if you're sole proprietor. That's why we encourage you to incorporate your business so you create a separate legal entity that also protects you liability-wise and also helps you create a credit file that's completely separate from you. Now, the thing when you incorporate is you get an employer identification number. So your EIN is a number that's going to be tied to your business. Obviously, the IRS uses that for tax purposes, but for your EIN, this is also going to be used on credit application. It's going to be used and it's going to be tied to your business credit file. So when companies check your business credit and you fill out a credit app, you supply them with your company name, your EIN number, they'll do a search with a business credit bureau if they're checking your business credit bureau. All right, so what your EIN number and what's so important about this, and I want to kind of focus real quick because this is an important document. It's called the CP 575. So when you apply for your EIN, you're going to get this letter. You may already have this letter, so you might want to make sure you check this letter to make sure that your address is correct on this letter. The address that's on your EIN is so important because if it's out of date, you want to update it because when you apply for certain credit, even if you apply for a business credit card, some lenders or a bank or a card issuer may request to see your CP 575 or your EIN letter. So if your address does not match what's on your credit application, you can run into a challenge there. So what you want to do if your address has been changed and you no longer can receive mail at this address or this is not your business address anymore, you want to call this number right here on this letter or on the screen here, and that's the IRS Business Specialty Line. Okay, so you're going to call them and say, I'd like to verify what my address is under my business. They'll check. Now remember, it's going to take maybe 15, 20 minutes to get connected, so you're going to set aside some time to do this. But when they check your address, if there's a mismatch, tell them your new address, have them update it, and request them to fax a new CP 575 with your new address on it. Let them know you're applying for credit, you're trying to get a loan for your business, and it's important you need this document right away because mostly they'll try to send it to you in the mail, but you can get it faxed to you right away. So make sure you have a fax number available that they can fax it to you. This CP 575 is an important document that you're going to want to have. Your legal business name, you want to have that obviously established, what year your business was started. This is just key information that's asked when you're applying for credit. When you're ready to build business credit, you have to have your business address established, what industry you were involved in, and obviously the owner information. And remember, you can start building business credit if you're a brand new startup, you incorporated today. You don't have to wait till you're generating revenues. You don't have to wait till you fix your credit. You could start building business credit even with bad personal credit. And I'm going to share with you in these 3 strategies how you can build business credit regardless of if you have bad personal credit or let's say you don't even want to use your personal credit. These 3 strategies are going to accomplish that. Whether you have good credit, whether you have excellent credit, whether you have bad personal credit, or you have revenues or no revenue. So that's what this purpose of this video is to give you 3 powerful strategies to build business credit in 30 days. So once you have your information, obviously you need to have your business phone number, your business email address. I always encourage you to have a dedicated business email address rather than like a Gmail account or a Yahoo account for your business. It's important. It just looks more professional when you have a dedicated domain for your business. Now let's talk about strategy number 1 is business credit cards, which is, I would like to say, one of the most powerful ways for you to get business credit right away and start building credit for your company. And I'm going to cover 3 areas because you can either be someone who has good personal credit, like say you have excellent personal credit, We're going to share with you how to start building business credit by leveraging the good credit you already have to help your business get credit and start establishing its file fast. Now, let's say you have bad personal credit. I'm going to share with you how you can get a secure business credit card. That way, if you have bad personal credit, you're going to have to put a security deposit, and they're going to share with you one particular bank, just an example of a secured business credit card. Or you may be someone who you're already up and running, you have revenues coming into your business. There are business credit cards you can get that won't even look at your personal credit, and all they'll look at is your revenue, and they'll issue your company a business credit card based on the revenue coming into your business. So those are 3 areas I want to cover today. And the strategy number 1, remember there's 3 strategies we're going to cover in this video. So let's talk about first unsecured. Unsecured means you don't have to put anything down. And this is a very, very popular way for you to build business credit, and you need to have good personal credit. At least 680 or higher credit scores. With getting unsecured business credit cards, you are leveraging your good personal credit. You're co-signing for your business, but the cards issued to the company will help build your business credit. Now, with these types of credit cards, you can get 0% financing up to 18 months. There's plenty of 0% cards out there. I'm going to share with a couple of them with you shortly. This will help you separate your personal and business expenses. Because remember, if you're using personal credit cards right now for transaction activity for your business, you're taking clients out to lunch, you're putting on a personal credit card, or let's say you're using a personal debit card or even a business debit card from your bank. Let's say you have a business bank account and you have a business debit card. That's not helping you build business credit. Okay, so that's why strategy number 1, getting a business credit card that you can use for day-to-day expenses. You could do it for purchasing airline tickets if you're traveling for business, or just for buying office supplies, etc. You gotta have at least a business credit card. Okay, I recommend more than one, obviously, but for starters, for building business credit, get a couple of business credit cards, and this will help separate your personal and business credit history. Okay, because right now, if you're using a personal card for your business, everything is impacting your personal credit. If you carry debt on that card for your business on your personal card, that debt is impacting your personal credit scores. So you want to separate that. Imagine having now business credit cards where any debt you revolve on those business credit cards only report to the business credit bureaus. So your business debts should not impact your personal debts, right? So that's how you're creating that separation, by having a business credit card separate from your personal credit cards. This will help you build business credit and establish multiple banking relationships. This is so important because most people think, well, I've got one business credit card and that's it. And I got a business checking account. I have one bank, one business line of credit with my bank, and that's all I have. That's all I need. Now, you're missing the big point. You want to have diversity in your relationships with your banks, whether it's having multiple business credit cards or several banks that you do business with, because that allows you to leverage those relationships and banks compete for your business. And remember, when you request those credit limit increases, would you rather increase a credit limit with one business credit card or with multiple business credit cards? Now, this also positions you for future credit limit increases and receiving targeted business credit offers from banks. Before you apply for business credit cards on your own, and I'm going to share with you several strategies. Doing it yourself, or a done-for-you service like ours, okay, where we actually get the cards for you for your business. Now, first you have to check your personal credit. So you're going to go to knowmycredit.org if you don't have access to your FICO scores. Now, I know you could go to annualcreditreport.com. You get a free report once a year, but that doesn't share with you your FICO score. So if you want to know what all 3 of your FICO scores are and your credit reports, if you go to Know My Credit, make sure you use HTTP, because this basically just forwards you to our partner website with ScoreIQ, and they give you a deal, $1 for 7 days to access all 3 of your reports and scores. Now, it's about $29 a month to have access to it every single month after that. I encourage you, if you don't have a monitoring service on at least your personal credit reports, you want to have that. That way you know exactly where your credit is. You're alerted to anytime anything's done on your credit. Your scores, you know where your scores are at anytime you want to apply for credit. So it's good to have that. Now, if you look at this chart here, you have the poor, you might be in the poor rating or the fair rating. That's okay. We have some solutions for you. If you're at 680 or higher, that's really good. So first, you want to know where you stand. Now, with business credit cards, when it comes to being unsecured cards, there are some factors I want to make sure you understand what is going to determine how much credit you're going to be able to get based on your credit worthiness. Because remember, the bank's pulling your personal credit in order to issue your business a business credit cards. Okay, a business credit card. So they're going to look at your comparable credit. How high are your credit limits on your personal cards? Because that's called comparable credit. If you have high personal credit card limits with major card issuers, I'm not talking about like a store card or a finger hut card or something like that. I'm talking about mainstream cards where you have, let's say, a $20,000 American Express card that you've had for 5 years and great payment history, good utilization. That's powerful. Let's say you also have another Bank of America card that you have a $10,000 credit limit. That's good. So that's going to give you an idea that if you're managing that on the personal side, on the business side, the bank's going to look at that it's going to be comparable. You may be able to manage that same amount, if not more, with your business. So that's how you can see if you have a $10,000, $20,000 credit limits here, you may be able to get the same comparable limits on the business side starting out. Okay? So this could be for you even if you're a startup, okay, which is huge. So remember, comparable credit is crucial. The other thing they look at, of course, is your payment history. How are you making your payments on time, and your debt utilization, the length of credit history, because we see credit files all the time where someone has 745 credit scores, but they only have 2 or 3 active trade lines on their personal credit and only 2 years of payment history or less than 2 years of payment history. So it's a very thin file. So time's working against you there. Okay, so you have to have depth on your personal credit. Okay, so that's going to play a factor. Now, age of business does help. So if you're a 2-year-old or older company, we've seen companies get much higher credit limits because of the age of the business. Now, you could still get good approvals as a startup, but if you're over 2 years or older, that's even better. Credit utilization, like I talked about. The other thing you want to watch out for is new account activity. The more new accounts you're opening up, let's say you've opened up 4 or 5 new accounts in the past 12 months and now you want to get some more business credit cards. If those 4 or 5 recent accounts are credit cards, it's very high unlikely you're going to get additional cards. That's a lot of activity in less than 12 months. Inquiries is a big, big factor. You want to limit your inquiries before you actually apply for business credit cards, as far as before you apply for them. So don't think that you can go apply for all these other types of credit and then all of a sudden start opening up all these business credit cards, okay? Because that inquiries alone is going to impact you. For credit cards on the business side, it's good to have less than 2 inquiries in the past 6 months. Okay, and those 2 inquiries can be, let's say, a loan, or it could be even 1 credit card. But when it comes to business credit cards, you want to minimize those inquiries. Now, an existing relationship with the card issuer is a big plus when applying for business credit cards. So if you have a relationship with a bank like American Express, you have a personal card with them, then you're highly likely to get a business credit card with them. So we always encourage you to approach the banks you already have relationships with. Here's our 2 cards that are great. Starter business credit cards for you. So if you're looking to get a business credit, you don't have one, American Express has the business cash card and the business plus credit card. The cash card has 0% APR for 12 months, 1 to 2% cash back. Both of these cards have 0% APR on purchases for 12 months. One does cash back, another does points. You can get a $300 statement credit when you spend $6,000 in the first 3 months. On the other card, you can get 30,000 points. And what I like about these is no annual fees. So if you're on a budget and you don't like to have annual fees on your credit cards, this is a great card to get started with. You want to have at least a 680 or higher credit score. I believe they do pull from Experian and sometimes TransUnion with American Express, but definitely they pull Experian. Okay, so keep that in mind when you're applying for the American Express card. So on their website right here, you just go to business credit cards or business cards, and you'll see this is the cards they have listed here. And here's the two cards that we're recommending here in this video. Okay, that's how simple it is to apply. The next is Chase. Chase Bank is another great bank. They offer 2 really popular cards for those of you looking to start building business credit. Yes, they're going to run a personal credit check just like American Express. But like I said, this has 0% and the other cards do as well, up to 12 months. Now, one thing with American Express, just keep in mind though, if you have an American Express personal credit card already and you apply for a business, they won't pull your credit. They'll do a soft pull. It won't even affect you, okay? Sometimes they'll do a soft pull, but there won't be a hard pull if you already have an American Express personal card. That's what I love about Amex. with these two cards, you have cash back 1.5 or up to 5%, $750 cash back bonus when you spend $6,000 in the first 3 months with each of these cards. Now, remember, with Chase, they have a rule that if you've opened 5 cards that show up on your personal credit report in the past 24 months, they'll automatically reject you. Okay, so don't apply for Chase if you have opened more than 5 credit cards in the past 24 months that show up on your personal credit report. Let's talk about U.S. Bank. This is the Triple Cash Rewards Visa business card. I like this card because it offers 0% APR for 15 months on purchases and balance transfers. So if you have debt on your personal credit cards that are business expenses that you had to put on your personal credit, you can move those business debts over to your U.S. Bank here business card and get 0% on that balance transfer, which is huge. Up to 3% cash back. They also have a cash back bonus on this card, no annual fee. When you spend $4,500 in the first 150 days, you can earn that bonus. Again, you want to have at least a 680 or higher credit score with this. The next thing I want to talk about is a secured option. What if you have bad personal credit? Let's say your scores are not that good. Then you can opt for a secured business credit card. And what a secured business credit card means is you're putting a deposit down that's going to equal your credit limit. That deposit is money that's held by the bank just in case if you ever default on your card, they have the funds to recoup it. Okay, so this secured business credit card from Bank of America does require a $1,000 security deposit. So that means you're going to get a $1,000 credit limit on this credit card. But why is this important? Because now you're going to get, if you have bad personal credit, it's important to get this business credit card with B of A because you'll establish a relationship with Bank of America, number one. You can start putting all your expenses, and you're going to use it just like a regular credit card with a $1,000 limit. So when you use it, you have to pay it back, etc. But all that activity now is going to report to the business credit bureaus. Okay, and also you're establishing a relationship with Bank of America. So they have a seamless transition. Well, as long as you're using this card responsibly, maybe in 6 months or 12 months, they can move you into an unsecured card. So this is a great way to step up from a secured card to an unsecured card. You can earn 1.5% cash back on this card, no annual fee, and you want to have at least a 550 FICO score. Now what I'd like to talk about is a business credit card option for those of you who have revenue. Let's say you have good revenue coming into your business. You don't want to put a security deposit down, okay, and you have bad personal credit. Or let's say you have revenue and you have good personal credit, but you want to avoid a credit check. Can you get a business credit card? Absolutely. Here was one option we talked about previously is the Fair Figure Capital Business Card. This is a funded business credit card where they look at your revenues to determine what your credit limit is. Now on this, of course, their credit limits don't go up too high yet. But this is a great starter card for those of you who have revenue come in. You have $2,000 or more in business revenue coming through your business checking account. There's no credit check to get this business credit card, no PG, 3 months in business you have to at least be in, and at least doing $2,000 in revenue a month. There's no annual fee, and this card reports to Equifax Business and Credit Safe. Now, how this works is you're going to go to their website, which is right here. Now, make sure though you use this link. Make sure you type it in just like this, because then they know you're coming from our site, and they'll also underwrite you based on that criteria here. So you're going to enter your email. It's free to apply, so it doesn't cost you anything. So you enter your email, and you're going to create a free account with them. Once you log into your account, you're going to connect your business bank account with Plaid. Okay, this allows them to read your bank data to see how much revenues you have coming in. That generates what's called a Fundex score in their system. Okay, now I've done a video on this particular card. If you want to watch the details of this, check this video right here. But this is the simple way to do it. Once you have when they read your revenues via Plaid, it's going to generate a Fundex score in their system. If you see your Fundex score is above 30, then apply for the business capital card in the system. Okay, and then you can apply for that card, and they can give you that card, and this will help you build business credit. And again, you can use that card for expenses, day-to-day expenses, etc. So this is another option for those of you. I just covered an unsecured, a secured, and a revenue-based business credit card. And now, we also did a video the other week on if you have like $20,000 or more in revenue coming in, And there's a revenue-based, a more higher volume credit card. So check this video out right here on that one. This is strategy number one, but let's just say, well, this is a lot of, I'm not sure if I want to apply here, if I'm going to get approved. Can you give me some direction, or how can I know how much I can raise in business credit card funding if I go through a service? We offer a business credit card funding program. It's a done-for-you service where we first do a review. There's no cost for the review. There's no hard pull on your credit. This just allows you to see how much in business credit cards you can get through our program. And we do all the processing. We submit the apps on your behalf. We create the bank list. We select 4 to 5 cards where you're going to get the highest approval, the best 0% offer possible. And these cards rebuild your business credit. They do not report to your personal credit. So if you're looking for more of a done for you where it's all hands off, then we can get you up to $175,000 in unsecured business credit cards. Now remember though, that review, when we do the review, it's free, doesn't cost you anything. And in 24 to 48 hours, we call you back. After you submit the form, you upload a copy of your credit report. We give you a projection, okay? And that projection is going to be based on your personal credit and the age of your business, okay? So if you're a startup, that's fine. But remember, the comparable credit I talked about earlier, that's going to determine how much the projection is going to be. We're going to get you 0% cards up to 18 months. 680 or FICO scores, that's the minimum scores you want to be at if you want to do the pre-qual here. Doesn't show to report your personal credit as far as the business credit cards go. This helps you build business credit. Now, when we talk about no doc, the only thing you need to provide for this program is driver's license, EIN letter, or the CP 575, and your articles of incorporation. That's it. Nothing else. No tax returns, no bank statements, no financials, nothing. Okay, that's why this program is great for startups. If you want to pre-qualify, you just go to businesscreditbuilders.org. This is our website. It'll take you right to here. All you need to do is click on this pre-qualify now tab, and you're going to fill out this short form right here. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your business, and this is where you're going to upload the copy of your credit report. So if you have a service already and you have a full credit report, we need to see a full report that shows each account, the credit limit of each account, the payment history of each account, etc. So we need a full report in PDF format. Don't send it as a JPEG because we'll reject it, okay? So PDF format. If you need to order your credit report, here's the link again to Know My Credit right here to make it easier for you. That's our done for you service. Let's talk about strategy number 2 is Net 30 accounts. We've done videos on this. We just did one last week on a new Net 30 vendor. There's a lot of benefits to using Net 30 accounts. Now, strategy number 1 is great. Why would you want to get Net 30 accounts if you can get business credit cards? Because you want to build diversity in your business credit file. You want to show that your company can manage revolving credit, short-term credit, installment credit, etc. Okay, so this is building a diversity of credit. This is also adding multiple trade lines on your business credit files. So remember, only getting 1 or 3 trade lines on your business credit report, if you did the same thing on the personal, that's too thin of a credit file. You want to have 15, 20 more trade lines reporting on your business credit reports. Okay, so this is going to help you establish diversity on your credit. Now, what I love about Net 30 accounts is you can purchase items and products and services your company needs on credit for 30 days. You have a 30-day float on your money. Now you can conserve your cash because you have that 30-day float, but you have to pay the invoice in full in 30 days. This will help you build business credit, protects your personal, because the Net 30 accounts we're going to share with you here, none of them check your personal credit. They don't require any PG as well. And so this limits your personal liability. That's why I love Net 30 accounts. So what I'm going to share with you is a couple of what we call easy approval Net 30s you can get. Number 1 is Shogun Roasting. You're going to go to net30coffee.com. Who doesn't drink coffee, right? This is so simple to qualify for this. You're going to make your first purchase to get your Net 30. So you just have to buy from them to get a Net 30 account. They even offer Net 60 terms. You're going to get a $400 to $1,000 credit limit with them. There's no personal credit check, no PG, and they report to multiple business credit bureaus. So if you're buying coffee every month for your home office or your business office, those purchases are going to report. Okay, so imagine you're building credit with the major business credit bureaus here. So this is easy approval Net 30 number 1. The second one is Shirtsy. Now you can apply a Net 30 account and make sure you're using these links because again, this is telling the vendors that you're coming from our video here. So they're processing your application right away. $99 setup fee with SureSeat, so there is a cost to get this Net 30 account, but they give you a $2,000 credit limit. There's no personal credit check, no personal guarantee. And this reports to Small Business Financial Exchange, Equifax Business, and Credit Safe. What the Small Business Financial Exchange is, that's a data warehouse. So that's a warehouse where certified vendors like DMB, Experian Commercial, Equifax, they pull their data from this warehouse. So SBFE, you're going to hear that term if you're watching business credit videos. That's a data warehouse. It's not a business credit reporting agency, but that's where many banks and credit issuers report their data to this warehouse. And then business credit bureaus pull their data from that warehouse. So JJ Gold International, net30gold.com, 30 days in business with this. And you can go to these websites and check out all the products and services they have. No personal credit check, no personal guarantee. They have a minimum purchase, $80. There's no annual fee for this account, but they want you to pay 30% down in order to process your order. So whatever you're going to buy, you're going to pay 30% down, and then the rest you can put on your credit that you get with them. This also reports to Dun & Bradstreet, Equifax Business, and Credit Safe. And the final one I want to talk about is Crown Office Supplies. You go to net30vendor.com. There's a setup fee for this one, $2,000 credit limit, no personal credit check, no PG. This reports to Dun & Bradstreet, Experian Business, and Equifax Business. So here's a whole bunch of Net30 accounts you can get with easy approval to help you build business credit right away. And you can get this all set up in a matter of a day or two if you want. Okay, so that's how quick this is. Now let's talk about strategy number 3 is what if you can report all your other accounts that are not reporting your business credit reports. So let's say you're a brand new business, you started your business today. What are some things that you set up for your business? You have a cell phone for your business? Sure you do. You probably access the internet. You have internet service for your business? Yes. You have other utilities you have for your business. Let's say you're an existing business. Do you have an account set up with other companies that you've done business with, you paid invoices, but they don't report to the business credit bureaus? Okay, so imagine if all those accounts that you have for your business that you've had, you can now report them to the business credit bureaus even if they don't report. So that's this particular service. It's called the Business Lift subscription. This allows you to add trade lines to your business credit bureaus. It's really powerful because the subscription is $19.95. And I'm going to make sure you understand this because first, the subscription allows you to automatically report your utility accounts to business credit bureaus. All right, so it's $19.95. First, the $19.95 a month, this $19.95 subscription reports to Dun & Bradstreet and Experian Business. So just having the subscription will build your business credit because that one trade line is reporting to DMB and Experian. Number 2, the Lift subscription, what's provided in that allows you to automatically monthly report utility accounts to Equifax Business and Credit Safe every single month. Those are 2 other business credit bureaus. So those automatic monthly payment reporting accounts are like your cell phone, your cable, your internet. But here's the kicker. Those utility accounts have to be in your business name. You can't use your personal cell phone. Let's say you have a personal cell phone account, but you use it for business. It doesn't work. The account itself has to be in the business's name. Okay, and that's the only way you can sync it. Okay, so these have to be legitimate business accounts that you have in your company's name. But imagine this. You're paying your business cell phone account every single month. That payment's reporting now at Equifax Business every month and Credit Safe. Let's say your internet service to your business. That's reporting every month. So this is automatic business credit building for your company. And you're already spending this money. Okay, the only difference is you're paying $19.95 a month to have that subscription. But that's also reporting to DMB and Experian Business. Now the third opportunity with this subscription is, let's say you have a vendor or let's say you've had a supplier that you've been doing business with for the past 2 years and you've been paying all your invoices on time, but that supplier doesn't report to any credit bureau for the business. So imagine now you can, for $24.95, that's an extra fee in the subscription, you can add that supplier and they will verify that account and go back up to 2 years, 24 months of history. And when they verify that payment history you have with that supplier, they'll add that to your Equifax business and Credit Safe business report. So that's a way for you as a business to add 2 years of payment history from from a supplier you've already been doing business with, that now is going to show up on your business credit report. And these non-reporting vendors you can use, like let's say you have a virtual office account, let's say you have a lease or insurance payments, etc. You can add those on-demand accounts. Now, one thing I want to point out though, for $24.95 for each account, they verify it one time. So they're not going to keep reporting that account. They're going to report it one time. So it's going to show up on your business credit bureau. But as far as like any future payments, they're not going to update that. This is a one-time verification for the ones that you can't automatically sync up here. Okay, so you're going to go to Business Credit Builder Services. Make sure you type it in just like this. Okay, why is that? Because we have a specific site set up with them. This is our eCredible is the name of the company, but this is our specific partner site with them, where they offer this Business Lift subscription for $19.95 a month. And they also have a new Business Lift Plus subscription, which includes much more business data, which if you want to learn a little bit about that, check here, which gives you much more insights onto your company, much more analytics, etc., which is really powerful. But this is a really, really powerful service for those of you who are looking to add your utility accounts to your business credit file, as well as on-demand accounts you can add. And of course, the $19.95 subscription they charge is reporting to Dun & Bradstreet and Experian. Okay, so I just share with you 3 powerful strategies for building business credit in 30 days, and something you could do. You could do all these strategies at the same time, which is really, really powerful. If you're looking for more in-depth step-by-step tutorials on building business credit, be sure to check out our website, businesscreditbuilders.org, and that's where we share with you our business credit building system that we have. If you found value into this system, give us a thumbs up. That way, and also subscribe. That way you're notified every time we come out with a new video on building business credit. So with that, make it a great day, and we'll talk to you real soon.